Ladies, it's your time to shine with all things fabulous with First for Women on Afternoon Express. For insurance with a host of fabulous benefits, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.
Today on Afternoon Express, we chat to actress and reality TV star Manaka Ranaka. South African music legend Heinz Winckler joins us with his wife Alette. We visit the Bosman family vineyards. Life coach Warren Munitz talks about sibling rivalry. And we take a look at the cinema releases for the coming weekend.
Good afternoon, South Africa, and welcome to Afternoon Express. I'm Bonnie Mbuli.
I'm Bonang Mateba.
And I'm Jeannie D.
TGIF, ladies.
Absolutely.
What's up for the weekend?
Finally, it's
Goodness, I'm fabulous.
It's definitely going to be a hot
Indeed,
weekend.
you are fabulous.
Thank you.
look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you. Party frock.
All the way around. It's definitely going to be a party, actually, Jeannie. Speaking about parties, we have so many amazing people going to be chilling with us in the loft. But before Jeans and I give you the details on who is here with us, B, you've got all the details on how they can chat to us, right?
Yes. While you savor our mouth-watering lineup, do let your fingers do the talking on Twitter at Afternoon Chat and Facebook at Afternoon Express, #Afternoon Express.
Absolutely.
Now, we always do have the most fabulous guests here in our loft. And today we have singer, songwriter, author, Disney singer, and of course, world idol, Heinz Winckler. Are you going to be doing a sweet little serenade for us today?
Yes, but on my guitar. This is just a prop.
Ah, all
Are
right.
you going to be doing it in English or Afrikaans?
I'll let that be a surprise.
Dalk kan ek inspirasie
Oh, there we go.
Ek probeer om amper heeltemal tweetalig te wees.
Pragtig.
Dankie, Heinz.
All right. If you want to hear Jeannie speaking more of Afrikaans, hilarious. Make sure you don't go anywhere. But Manaka Ranaka is also in studio, well-renowned, loved South African actress. So don't go anywhere. But it's not the Afternoon Express without some delicious treats. Woolworths food developer, one of my favorites, Sally is back. Welcome back. What are we making today?
Thank you, Bonang. Today, being a Friday, we're going to go with something sophisticated. And considering it's the Italian campaign in Woolies at the moment, we're going to go with a filled pasta. And because it's Friday, it's super easy as well.
All right, fantastic. But we need something delicious to accompany it, right, Werner? That's why you are here.
That's why I'm here. I'm going to be showing you how to make a spicy autumn sangria, one of my favorites.
Non-alcoholic.
It's a non-alcoholic, but it is Friday, so I will show you how to add some red wine.
Absolutely. We're going to spice your weekend up. If you want all the ingredients and, of course, the recipe, you can go to our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za. We're also giving away a 5,000 Rand voucher. If you want to find out how you can take that home, do not go anywhere, all right? All the action is going to be happening right here on SABC3 straight after the break. Don't move.
Now, Generations actress Manaka Ranaka is on our couch for a chat about her career and Jeannie in the kitchen for an Italian affair.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. Now, our first guest in the lounge today is a South African actress known for her roles in Chissa, in Gazlam, in Stokvel. We fall in love with her every single night. She's on our screens every night at 8 p.m. on the Generations Legacy. She's also featured in a reality show alongside her equally famous sister, do you know what, Ranaka? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in the loft, oh darling, Manaka Ranaka. Woohoo!
Thank you,
Miss Salon Werner.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you,
How do you love
darling.
our hotties?
Can I come back again for another
Yeah.
interview, please?
Anytime. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
you.
You look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, ladies.
I'm
You look
surprised you're
equally
even
nice.
here because, I mean, I know the schedule on Generations. It's like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Actually, 6:30.
every single
wow.
morning.
Yeah.
And, okay, on a random day, what time would you rap?
Well, normally probably before 5, 6 sometimes when we're lucky and when
That's
we're
if you're
unlucky.
lucky.
Yeah.
And you're a mom,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
How do you
totally.
juggle it?
With this particular show, it's been pretty hard, but because I've got my male papa, it's a blessing, and you know what I mean? Yeah, so I've actually hired a room, guys, just to go and study. That's how much workload I have, yeah.
Obviously, we've watched the reality show and we've seen how supportive and close your family is.
Yeah.
Does that help?
It helps a lot, trust me. Anyone without family support who's got kids, you know, knows the struggle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you know, so when you have that, it just makes it much more... I mean, look, I'm not married, you know what I mean? So clearly I need mama and papa there to, you know, look after the kids when I'm not there.
But you've landed some of the most coveted roles on South African television. You know?
I don't know how.
And we watch you and we see you just transforming between all these different characters. But how have you grown as an actress over the years? Have you changed?
As an actress, I really think that I am mastering my craft right now. I mean, it's been 15 years already, you know what I mean? So, what used to help me before was that I would pick a role and choose a different language from the previous role, which made it much easier. Then you can become a bit versatile, you know what I mean? So, but with this one, it was straight from Beauty to Lucy.
Lucy, who's an ex-convict. Totally different people. From being loved to being a woman who smokes.
Who can't get a man?
But South Africa loves you anyway, all the time.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it, to be quite honest, you know, because we really work very hard and it's long hours and it's not glamorous at all. People think it's just glam.
You joined Generations amid lots of controversy. Has that made it difficult to transition? How's that been?
No. You know, I'm an IDC kind of person. I've always been. Yeah, you know, I've always been. And I didn't care what the papers were going to say, what social media was going to say. Look, at the end of the day, it is about my bank account and my kids.
But let's talk about Generations, the legacy and your schedule. Have you sort of found a routine or a rhythm to your day? Have you settled in?
Oh, okay. I'm still trying to work towards finding a rhythm. Whew. Because Lucy is very hectic, guys, eh?
Emotionally as well, it's quite taxing, right, of course.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's like, she's worse than I've ever wanted to be, actually, you know? I mean, she's gangster, she's hectic. And she thinks she's on point, but she's a low-life criminal.
I love that. You and your sisters are quite close, right?
Yeah.
Now, B, when we were younger, I used to catch the same bus to school and back every day with Manaka and PETRUS and Dinelle and their other sister.
Yes, and boom,
Where was this?
She went to Greenside, we went to Parkview.
And they were the tightest musketeers.
And let me tell you, they still are, because we can see that. It really, really is.
As an older sister, do you sometimes get concerned and worried for Dinelle that some of the stuff might be too expository?
Look, I feel she can handle it, because we really worry about you, Dee.
We do, Dee.
Yeah.
We do.
And we love you, but she's a fighter.
Big time.
She really is.
Yeah.
But I mean, every time we see you, the cameras are rolling, we are experiencing your life, and you seem like quite a family-orientated individual. But away from the lights and the cameras and the call sheets and the call times, what do you love to do?
I like to chill, hey?
Wow.
I really do. Yeah, so I'm a chill kind of chiquita.
Lovely.
I'd love an invite to your home to sample some of your magwinyas.
Ooh, mama's magwinyas.
Yeah,
wow.
My
daughter loves magwinyas. They will wake up in the morning. You know, my mom's grandkids will wake up in the morning and say, Granny, are you making magwinya today?
I love that. Manaka, thank you so much for joining us on Afternoon Express. You are such a lovely individual.
I'm loving the fact that there's an Afternoon Express, guys.
It's beautiful, right?
I love it.
It's so stunning. Yeah. Thank you very, very much for joining us. You can catch Manaka playing the ex-convict Lucy every single night on Generations, The Legacy, 8 p.m. on SABC1. But right now, from all of us right here on the lounge, let's cross over to Jeannie and see what's cooking in the kitchen.
Well, girls, unfortunately, I'm not going to be making any Manaka magwenyas. I wouldn't know where to start. However, we do have Sally here who's going to be making some Italian for us. And I must be honest, winter is the best time to go Italian, especially when I don't have to be in a bikini, which means I'm going to be tucking into this. What are we making today?
Okay, well, speaking of winter in Italian, we have got a fantastic Italian campaign running in Woolies at the moment. So what I'm going to be making is one of our really, really special filled pasta dishes tonight. And it's very easy and very sophisticated for a Friday night. So first of all, I'm just going to pop the packet into the pot.
Okay, and is there a little bit of salt in there already?
There's salt in that, so it's salted water. And it must be at a rolling boil just so that it cooks really quickly so it doesn't absorb the water. And that can go.
So these are triangolis, not raviolis.
That's correct.
Okay.
A triangoli obviously comes from the triangle shape.
Exactly.
In Italian. Ravioli would be a square
and these are filled with porcini mushrooms.
Porcini mushrooms, creamy ricotta and grana padano. They are absolutely delicious. Very gentle flavour, so you don't want to mask it with too many kind of strong flavors. So what we're going to be doing is a browned butter, also called a beurre noisette, which the noisette comes from hazelnut. It's got a bit of a nutty flavour.
Yeah, and actually porcini is quite nutty in taste as well.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to be doing some toasted pine nuts, which I'm going to ask you to keep a very close eye on because those burn quite quickly.
Okay, no pressure.
And just to tell you a little bit more about these, our supplier has been making filled pasta since 1882. They're the oldest filled pasta maker in Italy.
Amazing. So this is just as good as what you would get in Italy.
Absolutely.
This is like having one of those little Italian mamas in the cupboard.
And all you need to do is pop into Woolies and buy some.
Excellent.
Okay, so let's do the brown butter. So you just take some plain butter and we're going to melt it in a pan. And it's also really important to watch this very carefully. You're going to melt it at about probably like a medium temperature.
Oh,
and then we're going to just watch that. Very impressive tossing action.
Thanks.
Well, yeah.
I try.
So we're going to just put some sage leaves in this browning butter. So just some fresh sage leaves. They say that you should always spank your herbs, like so.
Okay.
It releases the fragrance.
All right.
Delicious.
We should have had a kitchen hottie in here spanking our herbs for us.
So we're just going to leave these to brown, and the sage leaves will start to crisp up. And you'll see that the butter starts to separate, and you get the proteins start to brown. So you'll get little brown specks at the bottom of the pan. And that's when you know that it's about ready. Yeah. So you need to watch it closely. There we go. That's the brown butter. Beautiful. So those sage leaves are just going to sit there. You take it off the heat, and they will crisp up.
Oh, the smell
we're going
of
to turn
hot
that
butter.
off. And our pine nuts should just be about ready. And then we just need to drain the pasta. And we can turn those up a little bit. We're just going to drain the pasta. This takes literally about 3 to 4 minutes to cook.
So quick.
And you want to take it out at about 3 minutes, and for the last minute, it'll just carry on cooking through. And you want it obviously to be al dente, so just cooked through. Not soft and soggy.
I know people always say al dente, but how do you actually know when it is at that perfect level of al dente?
You can just take one out.
Especially with this, it's not easy to tell.
It's not easy, but you can just take out a pocket. You can put it on a board, and you can just cut through it, and you'll see there's just a little core that it hasn't cooked through.
Okay.
So that's about ready.
Right, so now that our pasta is al dente, I think it's time to plate.
Absolutely. So we're going to just drain the pasta.
So easy.
Just simply plate it up.
This Afternoon Express has actually been an inspiration to me because it really is not that difficult to create delicious dinners in not a lot of time.
There we go. We're just going to simply pour the brown butter over the pasta. Look at that delicious golden colour. And the sage leaves all nice and crispy, like so. All right.
And then
if you can just sprinkle some pine nuts on there. That's our... That's it. And some grated parmesan. Just grate some parmesan over
Grated parmesan is my best.
Absolutely.
You can load that stuff on.
And we're using Grana Padano here, which is a beautiful matured Italian cheese.
Oh, that is
also imported from Italy. There we go. And you can just do a little grating of black pepper over. And there we are.
Bellissima. Thank you so much, Alette.
It's a great pleasure.
Absolutely tasty. Don't go away. After the break, Heinz and Alette Winckler join us on the couch.
Coming up, Heinz and Alette Winckler join us on the couch to talk about parenthood, and we take a look at the latest film releases for the coming weekend.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express on SABC3. Now, he's been a staple in the South African music scene for over 10 years. He has 6 studio albums and countless award nominations. She is one of the country's top stylists and image consultants, and together they form one of South Africa's most loved couples. Please welcome to our couch, Alette and Heinz Winckler. How are you? Nunus.
I haven't seen you guys for a while. You look well. You look amazing. Yeah.
Well, every time I saw you, you were pregnant.
Yeah. If it
for
wasn't
over a few years.
Yes, it would have been. Yes. And you have 3 boys.
Yes.
How do you handle 3 boys with both your schedules?
It's difficult, but you know, by the grace of God, we stand, and with the help of family and friends, I don't know how we would have done it without them. So.
I want to know what it's like in your household. Take us through a day.
Through a day, okay.
Realistically,
4:30, the middle one comes, 4:35-ish, the middle one climbs in bed with us. And then he gets up and makes me coffee and gives the voice to
not at 4:30.
That's good, Heinz.
No, he sleeps a while, actually, with us. I only get up after 6. I try to only get up after 6, but yeah.
But the baby sleeps through till 7, which is great. He's my best sleeper.
He's amazing.
And then it's getting ready for
love the
school.
baby.
And when they're done, we have a personal training session, so we exercise, and then we get ready for work until they get back from school. And
How creative is your household? I mean, I know you are obviously one of the most talented guys I've ever met, but you are also pretty talented. I mean, I've heard this lady bust out a few chords before.
Yeah.
You can seriously do some singing of your own.
You play the piano beautifully.
oh, thank you. I do.
Our home, we're actually working on our new home. So we are currently in limbo, but my wife is a great interior decorator without even trying. So I normally just, you know, when she has a vision, I have a job. So like moving something or hitting something in a wall, but I trust her judgment by now because she normally nails it, you know.
And your kids, do they have those drums and guitars, and do they sing?
Yes,
they do.
Yeah, they love music. They, all of them from baby, they were reacting to music in a great way. And the middle one seems to have the most musical natural talent at this stage, and wants to play everything.
Yes.
When he gets into my studio, he wants to put on the headphones, get the mic, and just sing something.
Oh, bless.
So,
You recently starred in an Afrikaans film called Mooi Rivier.
yes.
How was the transition into acting?
Luckily I've had some training, I think.
Oh, on the job.
It started with Rent, which I did a couple of years ago in America. And then I came back and I was in Binnenlanders, I was in Getrouwd met Rugby.
I love that. Getrouwd met rugby.
Yeah, it's a lot of error.
I know. No, I
You
quite
love
like
the
our
show.
Springbok rugby team. I wouldn't mind being getrouwd met rugby.
Naughty girl.
So I think that kind of prepped me, you know, for the movie. And I think the team we worked with, the director we worked with, was really good at telling me exactly what she wants, and I had a great time on set. I really want to act again. I loved it. Yeah, and it was lots of fun.
Well, you really are quite good at acting and posing and getting into character. And we know this because we've got a few of your albums over here. Let's go back in time with Heinz
go.
Winckler.
Have a retrospect
Let's
of
have
your
a
look.
look at a one step closer.
Sure.
Now, the front cover might look amazing, but wow, Heinz. Let's
that
go
boy.
back in time and let's discuss what happened to the last Backstreet Boy.
The last Backstreet Boy.
Wow.
No,
It was before me.
It was before you.
that was actually, I mean, you can see how young I am there. I'm like 24.
Very 90s.
And it was,
Well, it was 2002.
Yeah,
so-
okay.
And then Heinz came alive with the next album, Come Alive.
There we go.
And something must have been very funny here. Also, a little bit more demure. You grew up a bit here.
Yeah.
Were you in his life at this point?
Just
Because
Just after that.
Just after.
okay.
We see the dress sense started to change, yes.
Yeah, a little bit more manly here, but still giggly. That's cute. I like this look for you. And then the moment of truth, aptly named, the Rocker Days.
You seem quite unleashed there.
Were these the Nickelback days?
It probably
Well,
was.
I did try to get a bit more of a rock edge in the album. Didn't really work commercially, but I think it's a great album.
Please tell me you've got the newest ones where it actually looks very hot and happening.
Why on earth would we do that?
This is from her
Okay.
private collection.
Take us through your latest look now. Now, what's happening with your new look? You're singing more in Afrikaans now, more
I've
than
been
in
doing,
English.
these were the first 3 English albums, the Afrikaans albums. I'm working on my 7th studio album, but my 4th Afrikaans one. The look I'm still working on. We're still kind of discussing where I need to go because
This is definitely working, I
You
must
like
be
it?
honest.
And
Do you like
speaking
this
of,
look?
speaking
Thank
of
you.
look, I love your shoes, by the way.
Thank you.
They're called kick and bobozas. Do you know what a kick and
What's
boboza
a kick and
is?
boboza?
A kick and boboza is kick and dig a hole.
Okay.
Because of the pointy front.
Yes.
Can you do the move for us? I feel like there's a move in that.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to make a point. Oh, that's a bad one also.
Moving right along.
Not my best.
Okay, you've also got a production company. You're also a business owner.
Yes.
And you started a company with your friend?
Yes. I've got a couple of things I'm trying.
Braai
for Note.
Note.
Yeah,
Tell me, what is braai for note? It's braaiing for notes.
All right.
For money notes?
Well,
dollar bills?
that's the wordplay. That's the wordplay. No, a vernoot is a partner.
Okay.
So it's wordplay. A braai, you know what braai is? Obviously,
braaiing for
braai
partners.
vernoot, so we're a
Braai
partnership.
partners.
But it's braai and note, it's a wordplay.
Like a braai
And what do you do in this company? You have braais.
No,
It sounds like my perfect career.
No, we built a business on the theory that people in this country love music, but they love food even more. Okay. And my friend is a brilliant caterer and chef, and he does spit braai catering. And so I told him, bro, I want to do more shows, you want to do more gigs, let's put this together as a package. Yeah. And so we came up with Braai Vernote, where I do a show, he does the catering, and we can do anything from very informal to quite formal, and we take it to people.
Yeah. And seas of boerewors.
Whatever.
What?
Yeah.
And oceans of boerewors.
We can, yeah, we can bring you any meat you want, but he specializes in lamb spit braai, which is amazing.
Well,
and
the
he's got a
next time
special
you come and
sauce.
visit us at our loft, we've got a gorgeous little garden. I think you need to do a spit braai
we'll
for
bring
us.
Shoal.
Bring braai vernote right here.
We will.
Don't go away. Right now we're going to find out what movies release on cinema today.
As the world fell, each of us in our own way was broken. It was hard to know who was more crazy. Me or everyone else.
Mad Max Fury Road. 20 years after the release of the third installment, director George Miller revisits the franchise for an action-packed adventure in Mad Max Fury Road, starring Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron.
There's going to be some haters out there. They're going to look at us, Team USA, and be like, why is the most talented one Australian?
Who run the world? Girls! Who run this mother?
The way these girls have broken down every single barrier in their path.
Pitch Perfect 2. After the cult success of Pitch Perfect, the Baden-Bellas are back, and this time the group enter an international competition that no American team has ever won. Starring Anna Kendrick and Elizabeth Banks, this musical comedy is sure to have you rolling out of the cinema laughing.
Is it worthy of us? She's very good.
A little chaos. If it's drama and romance you're looking for, then A Little Chaos is perfect for your weekend viewing. Two talented landscape artists become romantically entangled while building a garden in this period drama, starring Kate Winslet and Alan Rickman.
And a little warmth from the sun are our best hope.
Very exciting stuff. So those are all the movies that you can find at your nearest cinema, all being released today. Very excited about that. So let's chat a little bit about Mad Max, The Fury Road. Our guests are still here, by the way.
I'm
that
finished
movie,
for these movies. I
know,
cannot
it's
wait.
amazing.
I think I'm going to spend my entire weekend at the movie house with all of these.
I'm amazed Charlize shaved her head for it.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
Absolutely does.
She's gorgeous.
I'm just going to have a weekend of popcorn, and you know when you put too much of that salt and vinegar spice on it, and you don't care.
Very
I'm totally doing
interesting point about this movie, actually, was shot in Namibia, so right next door. And as you can see on your screens, like Bonnie said, that Charlize shaved all her hair on this one.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
There's actually a lot of South Africans that have filled in as extras on this film as well. And she was all over South Africa when she was busy
I actually
doing
ended up in a yoga class with her. She was 1 mat away from me.
But in this movie, Nicholas Hoult is also in there, plays Nuts, and we're going to look at him when
He
he
used
was
to be in About a Boy.
About a Boy.
Also, Tom Hardy in this film.
Yes.
Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, thank goodness that he didn't spend a lot of time in South Africa when he was filming this, because I don't know if I would have been here today with all of you kind folk.
Yeah, but thank you for joining
Tom
us.
Hardy.
All right.
Nicholas Hoult is absolutely amazing. He used to be so cute in the movie About a Boy, and I interviewed him a few years ago, and he is magnificent now. His eyes are actually just... Oh,
He's
hello,
one star
Nicholas.
who did puberty really well.
He won at puberty.
Absolutely.
He's so beautiful. In real life, I was trying to interview him. And I
Oh,
was
yeah,
just
you
like,
have spoken to him.
Hi. And his eyes are just hauntingly beautiful.
What's the age gap there?
She don't care. But another movie
He's my Ben 10.
We all need a Ben 10 at the end of the day. But another movie that I absolutely loved. The first one was incredible. The second one has been said. I mean, everybody's really, really looking forward to Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Please, we need jazz hands for this. Everyone on the couch, jazz hands for this.
It looks like a winter warmer
Jazz
of
hands.
notes. Yeah.
A teen movie where there's singing and dancing
let
and
me
bad
tell you.
comedy. I'm obsessed.
Did you guys see Perfect Pitch 1? What did you think of it?
It's awesome.
I am crazy about harmonies and music, so I get
yeah.
Do your
Yeah,
kids do that, like in your household? Do they all like, I bet you must teach them
They're
to.
all kind of doing their own thing. She had a little small moment this week with with our 2-year-old.
Yes.
Where he harmonized for a moment and she freaked out.
No. He was singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I harmonized, and he stayed on the note, and I was like,
Yay, another superstar!
that
But
was
Pitch
brilliant.
Perfect 1 was actually released in 2012 and has, seen a cult following since. Jeannie loves Pitch Perfect.
Rebel Wilson. What's her name?
Ribba, yes. Fat Amy.
I
She
love
is
her.
awesome.
I just want to be her best friend. I feel like there'll be a connection.
don't want to be her?
And
I don't want to be her.
I just want to be her bestie.
Of course, then Little Chaos, starring one of my favorite actresses, Kate Winslet.
Yes.
Don't we
Love. Amazing. But anyway, all these movies and more will be released today, so make sure you go out there. Plenty to do this weekend and plenty still coming up right here on the show. A little bit later, Heinz is going to be performing for us. Looking forward to that one. But after the break, we speak to life coach Warren about sibling rivalry. All the action coming up right here on Afternoon Express, straight after the break. Don't move.
Coming up, life coach Warren Munitz joins the discussion to guide us through sibling rivalry, and our resident mixologist shows us a warming winter sangria.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for staying with us. Our next guest in the lounge is life coach Warren Munitz from Integrative Life Coach, who's going to chat to us a little bit more about sibling rivalry. And our fantastic guests are still here, Manaka Ranaka here, and of course Heinz and Alette Winckler, who obviously are here because Heinz and Alette, you have little children, right? And Manaka, that's the store of yours.
Yeah.
We all know about sibling rivalry, right?
Way too well.
Way too well. So we thought, you know what, let our guests stick around for this one. Warren, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you for having me.
What causes sibling rivalry? Why do siblings have animosity?
The main thing that causes any kind of animosity is that children want their parents' attention. So the moment they're not getting attention or they want more attention, they will argue or cause some kind of conflict with their sibling to get mommy or daddy's attention.
Yeah, and I mean, Manaka was saying she's firstborn. So with that, Warren, I want to know what role does, the kind of birth order play in the family?
I mean, obviously, it's quite a complex issue, and it depends on the family dynamic. So the eldest child gets both parents' attention. The next child gets all the attention, and the eldest child then has to share that attention. And then the one after that, if there's a third child, then the baby gets the attention. The middle child kind of is left going, well, where do I fit in at such a young age? So it does impact the child's development, and the only thing we can do, I mean, the parents can do is have special time, like one-on-one time with each child, as much as possible. Yeah.
I was about to ask, how does a parent remedy that? Because I've got two boys who are very competitive, and there's plenty rivalry. The first one is 5, and the second one's 4.
Right, so it's very close.
Yes.
So the eldest should then get more of daddy's attention, but because mommy is usually focuses on the baby, so her attention goes to the baby and it should be there. But the eldest then should get more of daddy's attention, and also have time where mommy is with the eldest without the other child.
All right. But Heinz and Alette, have you experienced civil rivalry with your little ones?
Never.
Perfect children.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
We have the perfect home.
We spend so much time with our kids. They are totally adjusted to society. Oh, no kidding.
Very well adjusted. And
No.
Do you have any experiences you can share?
Absolutely, especially with the eldest two.
Yeah.
They are also very competitive, and the middle one is now at the age where he is copying everything the eldest one is doing.
Yeah.
If he says something, he will say the same thing, even if I know he doesn't like it. Okay,
even if
let's do
it's
it.
naughty, even if it's I'm going to jump in a fire.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening in our house right now. And then there's this scene where they are playing, and then here's the little one when the baby comes walking in and smashes everything to the ground.
Because nobody puts baby in the corner.
Exactly.
And you, Manaka, any stories you could tell?
Look, I mean, we way better now that we're older, but when we were much younger. No, trust me, what you see on TV is very mild to compared to what you are.
Yeah.
When we were much younger, look, there's 5 of us, right? I'm 10 years old and 15 years older than my 2 brothers. But with the girls, we were at loggerheads all the time because I would be given responsibilities to pass on to them, and they would not listen, and they'd tell me, "You're not my mother." You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I would have to discipline them, and when I do, then I'd get disciplined too. So it was like, I don't know what to do now.
You're getting it from both sides.
Yeah.
But I mean, Warren, with that said, how can parents then manage, the civil rivalry or jealousy in a healthy way between siblings of different sexes or, birth order? What are some of the best kind of practices you've given to your clients?
It depends on the situation. The best thing is to stay out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm always the ref. I'm always like, I'm going to go and be the ref now.
Well, unless it gets violent and dangerous, then step in.
Okay.
But the best thing to do is to because they must learn how to work things out. That interaction is really important.
Wow.
So the more you stay out and the more they learn to work things out, the more adjusted they become.
And of course, the alone time. Anything else?
So no, look, the alone time is about value.
Okay.
So each child must understand their value. And what happens when they don't get enough attention or they don't get the right kind of attention, they don't feel valuable, then they'll seek attention in a different way.
In destructive ways.
In destructive ways. At least I'm getting attention then.
Oh, wow.
You know, right? So it's about their own value. The more they value themselves.
I love that.
Yeah, Alette and I like,
Can I just say
sounds
that,
familiar.
that because I had my first child at 21, that was quite young, and I still remembered very vividly how I was brought up. So what I did was that I wanted a very healthy age gap between my daughters. So one is 14, the other one is 7 years old. So they're 7 years apart. And I look at them all the time and I'm like, but how did I do it? Because, they are extremely close. It's very rare you'll find KG and Naledi fighting. Very rare. Like Dineo, Mpomi and I, we were like, hey, washing me, hey, Bona.
I love that. All right, fantastic. Warren, thank you so much for coming through and our lovely guests for sharing their amazing stories. That's amazing. I learned something. I'm not a parent yet.
You're an only child, Hebi.
Yes, between my parents. So it's a whole nother thing with me.
Been spared.
Yeah. Thank you so very much, Warren. Very, very lovely. They say a family that eats together stays together. We catch up with the Bosman family for the one last alfresco lunch. And make sure that you watch this entire insert. You're going to love it. Because at the end, we're giving away a 5,000 Rand voucher. Take a look.
Brighten up your home with Handy Andy. Handy Andy, always a beautiful ending.
They say a family that eats together stays together, and this is definitely true of the Bosman family of Bosman Family Vineyards. The other thing they get right is throwing a relaxed alfresco lunch for their very large family, and I smell something very delicious.
Dating back to 1798, the farm is one of the oldest South African wineries, and with 8 generations of heritage, Carla Bosman attributes their close bond to the meals they enjoy together.
What a
beautiful kitchen you have.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you. So what's cooking today?
Slow roasted lamb with a bit of tzatziki and 3 different salads. Very quick and easy recipe. So what we do is I take the lamb and I just throw over the Greek vinaigrette.
It's so clever that you're using the vinaigrette because it's got the olive oil in there, the vinegar, the seasoning, everything.
Exactly, and it keeps it moist and flavoursome. And then a bit of spices, some cloves, a bit of garlic and herbs, and a bit of black pepper. And I don't do salt at the moment because it makes it dry during the cooking process. Salt is afterwards.
So how many people are we actually expecting for lunch today?
Today we've got about 9 grown-ups and I think about 10 children.
Including that one?
Including this one.
So Carla, obviously being a busy working mom and having such a large family to cater for, you've got to be really clever when it comes to deciding what to make for lunch.
Because we're a big family and all of us work, I make quite bigger quantities so that we can use it for the next day as not leftovers, but we can use it as another lunch or a meal or evening. And also very traditional foods, is a boerekos, or the lamb and all our red meats we get from the Karoo. We have a farm there also, so we know where our produce comes from. And I have a vegetable garden at the back of my house where I get my green leaves and my tomatoes and whatever I have in the garden, I use during my meals, yes.
So now it goes into the oven for 5 hours at 150 degrees, right?
That's right. For 5 hours, and every now and again, I baste it a bit.
I love Carla's tip about the vinaigrette. I mean, it's got the oil, it's got vinegar, it's got all the flavourings in already, so it's very, very simple, so clever.
With the lamb in the oven and the counters effortlessly cleaned with Handy Andy, Carla and sons Petrus and Jan make easy popsicles by piling chopped fruit into molds, then filling with melted ice cream before freezing.
Dankie julle, baie dankie, dit lyk pragtig.
From the vineyards to the winery, the family is involved in every aspect. Carla's husband Petrus grew up learning all the family secrets from his grandfather.
This is the first wine we've made since we renovated my grandfather's old cellar, the Bosman Cabernet 2007.
8 generations is a really, really long time. Do you attribute that long history and family heritage to the success of the farm?
Yes, we're definitely in a very privileged position. I think in any given time there's at least 3 generations that live together on the estate. So that knowledge can be carried over and we don't have to make the same mistake. My grandfather was very inspirational. He loved when he was young to make wine and inspired us to carry it forward.
The family loved to gather outdoors on the patio overlooking the vineyards, the same patio that has hosted 217 years worth of family meals.
We decided to pair the Adventist 2011 with the lamb today. I think it's a beautiful wine to show the best barrels of every vintage in our cellar, and it's also a little bit of our family story, the heritage story, and what we want to show for our families to come.
5 hours of slow cooking paid off with the lamb just melting off the bone. If you'd like to recreate Carla's delicious family meal for your own, visit our website www.afternoonexpress.co.za.
My grandmother always used to say if you're invited to a meal but didn't bring a dish, at least help clean up afterwards.
Lucky for KATELYN, cleaning up after the lamb was as easy as cooking it, because Handy Andy cream has millions of microparticles that make it powerful enough to get rid of all those greasy splotches and the sticky splotches the kiddies left behind. And because cleaning is such a breeze, it leaves more time for the things that really matter.
Harness the power of 100 lemons and brighten up your home with Sunlight dishwashing liquid.
That alfresco lunch looks absolutely amazing. A big thank you to the Bosman family for inviting us into their home. Don't forget that Handy Andy and Sunlight are giving away a 5,000 Rands La Creuset voucher to one of you. If you're watching, it could be all yours. All you need to do is SMS the keyword Express to 33728. Do not forget that SMSs will charge you R1.50 each, and T's and C's apply. We like making your day. It's a Friday, which means mocktails. Right, Werner?
Welcome, Werner. Now, a little birdie did tell me me that you were better at making cocktails at university than what you were actually studying.
Who told you that? Was it you?
I can't reveal my
I should stop talking to
sources.
you during breaks.
Okay, so the cocktail that we're making today, one of my favorites for sure.
Absolutely. One of my
obviously.
favorites as well. I love something spicy. I love my curries as well. And now as we're moving into autumn, this kind of spicy sangria is really
And
good.
so you know sangria is a Portuguese cocktail. It's a Portuguese drink.
Absolutely. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why don't you teach me something?
I know, I'll
That's what
teach you
we're
a lot.
for. All right, how do we get started?
So what we're going to do is we're going to have our spices first. So what we have our cloves over there. We've got some black peppercorns. We've got some aniseed pods, cinnamon sticks, and of course ginger, which is one of my favorites. We're going to put that into the pot.
Bring on the
We're gonna bring this over here.
Spice it up.
This is our cloves over there, and we're going to put some peppercorns.
Why
in
are
there
you
as well.
shaking, darling? Did we make it?
I wish you could smell how good it just.
It does smell good.
It's not even on the stove. All right, what's next?
All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to give that a little stir. And then this is going to turn all golden brown, and we're going to put that on the stove and have it simmer for about 15
Do
minutes.
you want me to turn on the heat?
How do you do
can
it?
do that.
She doesn't.
Sort of a medium heat.
Have I done it?
No.
No.
You see, Jeannie's not a kitchen girl.
I don't know what I'm doing
There we
here.
go,
See,
that's
we
fine.
told you.
Okay, so it goes there.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm
Good
learning,
job.
I'm learning.
Good
Okay,
job.
so-
All right. So we've already prepared one. So we've had that one cool down. We'll have that one just now. So
Magic TV moments.
Magic tea moments.
All right.
Instant.
What do we do? What
Now
else
we get to the
is
fun
it?
part. Okay, so we're going to add the liquids. Now this is the part where if you want to turn it into a cocktail, add a little bit of a tinge to it, we can add a whole bottle of dry red wine.
Ooh, you probably would add a
Which
whole
is
3
definitely-
bottles.
Not necessary for 3, just 1 for now.
So we've got some freshly squeezed orange juice, some freshly squeezed lemon juice, and of course cranberry juice.
All right.
Now I prefer to put a bit more cranberry juice into the mix just to get that rich sort of plummy color.
Fabulous. So can I tell
Yeah.
you something quite interesting actually about sangria is that it's from the Spain, Portugal, regions. However, it's similar to champagne in France. You're not actually allowed to sell it under the label sangria
Unless
it's made in Spain and Portugal. The same as you're not allowed to call champagne
Champagne if it's
champagne.
not
You've got to
made
call
in
it
champagne.
champagne. So we'll just call this the Portuguese cocktail.
Portuguese cocktail with a B and Ginny D.
Instead of
I love
sangria,
that.
since we're not. But I suppose I am here.
So it's
So-
it's
Yeah,
qualified.
of course,
So we
yes,
are in
yeah.
those regions.
You give us the cred. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to garnish our glasses with some apple slices. We've got some
that
Granny
looks
Smith apples
fantastic. And
that we
pears.
sliced really thinly. So we're going to pop that in there, and some pears as well.
Can I get creative? I've got an
Yes.
idea.
Yeah,
All right,
do it,
do
baby.
that.
What we can also do is actually tear, or I suppose if we had a knife,
I
we
see.
can also do that,
The
can't
kitchen,
we?
we've got.
This is a Spanish
Come.
influence.
Look
Oh,
at
there we
that.
go. Look how creative you are.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You're ready to get
Lovely.
married.
My flair.
All right.
And in the juice mix, I'm also going to put some citrus slices.
And also you can cube them, dice them, chop
Absolutely,
them, make lots
yeah.
of different
You can
little
even
shapes. They don't
squeeze
all
some
have
in
to
there.
be.
I'm going to
Doesn't really
genify
matter.
these glasses
Delicious.
actually.
Pop that in
Good
there as
girl.
well.
As we go.
What we're going to do is we're going to add some ice as well. Sorry, my dear.
No problem.
And then we're going to put this in the fridge just to let it cool down.
Must I
Okay.
give this a quick little mix because I can.
Yeah.
Your
Make
glasses.
sure you keep stirring it so you make sure that the
Your glasses
sugar
are ready.
actually melts as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, last but not least, we're going to get, if you can pass me a ready-made syrup over there,
TV magic.
the spicy syrup.
mean-
As you open it up,
Ta-da!
you're going to smell that. Smell that. That's incredible, isn't it?
And it makes it
look-
quite a nice wintry
at the
cocktail
colour
as
as
well,
well.
because it almost has those flu remedies coming out from what I can smell already.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
we'll
I'm
put that
going
in
to
there.
pour about a quarter cup of this in there. And make sure you get all of the other bits in there as well, because it makes it look, add some more.
And then
to it.
after that, we pour it into our
After
glasses.
that, we pour it into our glasses.
That is so
That is the best
simple.
part,
All right.
right? It's
while,
very simple.
While Werner does that, don't forget that all the ingredients and, of course, the recipe you can find on our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za. It really is fantastic, like Jeannie said, the perfect autumn-winter drink.
When we return, Heinz Winckler performs for us. Don't go away, we'll be back in a bit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, girls.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express on 3. Now performing an exclusive acoustic version of his 2014 single, The Moment, here's Heinz Winckler.
Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Ooh, oh, 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 go. But I got my mind made up. Nothing can make me stop. There's nothing left for me but running to the top. But there are voices that disagree. Yeah, but I know that this is me. Yeah, this is the moment. This is the time. And nothing can stop me now. No one can stand in my way. Oh, this is my moment. This is my time. I'll take the leap of faith and wash the doubt and fears away. These words are echoing in my heart. These words are echoing in my mind. Oh, be brave, stand strong, keep hope and have faith. Be brave, stand strong, keep hope and have faith. This is the moment. This is the time. I'll take the leap of faith and wash the doubt and fears away. This is my moment. This is my time. I'll take the leap of faith and wash the doubt and fears away. I'll take the leap of faith and wash the doubt and fears away.
Heinz, that was absolutely brilliant. You nailed that.
Thank
You've
you.
got some pipes going there.
Thank you.
You certainly did sing for your supper now. Would you like to come and eat?
Yes, thank you.
Come join us. This won't break. This can stay here.
I've got it.
How amazing.
Amazing! Yay! I must say, your voice has matured like fine wine.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do you make him do that every night before supper?
I would. Thank you so very much, Heinz, for coming through. And Alette, thank you very, very much. It was so lovely to have you. Manaka! What a pleasure. Did you have fun?
He just took me back to my days when I used to listen to, like, you know, some nice alternative rock. Yeah, baby.
We love that.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. Well, you know, lunch is served, Anna. You did a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you.
You did really, really good.
He did not make
I
that.
did not
I
make
did.
the food.
Oh, well done. High five, cheese. All right. Don't forget, if you want the recipes, of course, all the information about what we made today, just log on to our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za. Lovely show, girls. Are we ready for the weekend?
I know. Have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing weekend.
Thank you.
Do you have any gigs or anything that anybody needs to find out about?
Yes, for all the gigs, they can go to heinzwinkler.com. Winkler with a CK. Very
Oh, I love that.
And we're both on Facebook, Twitter, all those things. You know,
Excellent.
so check it out.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
And of course, Manaka, we can see you every night, Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. on Generations The Legacy. Oh, yes. There's Lucy coming through.
Use the same handle, whether it's IG or Facebook or Twitter, Manaka Ranaka.
All
That's
right.
it. Yeah.
Well, Jeannie, since you and I made the sangria and it's from your part of the world, would you like to serve it for all our guests
I am
tonight?
the pourer.
You are the pourer. Welcome, Jeannie. Pora. From Jeannie, Buddy, and myself, thank you so very much. And all of us here at The Loft, thank you once again for watching Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. Have a wonderful weekend.
Great.
Fantastic.
Love having you.
Mwah. Good night.
Happy eating.
Wherever you find yourself this weekend, don't forget to join us on Monday at Afternoon Express as we get some insight into the life of a songwriter with the delightful Toya DeLazy. We chat about family life with ex-Miss South Africa, Bokang Montjane. Discover a hot new trend mothers are doing with their babies. We discuss healthy carbs with dietitian Kelly Schroeder and examine the pros and cons of Botox.
Another feel-good production. Join us next time for more fabulous fun inspired by First for Women on Afternoon Express. For an insurance quote, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.